While the Golden Knight recovers, we must make preparations for breaching the Daedric barrier. Since I can't remember where that particular pathway goes, we'll have to be ready for any contingency. I also need to tell you about another memory. My memories return slowly, a little at a time. While you searched for the night, a memory came back to me. A woman's voice, barely a whisper, beautiful but speaking in a language I can't understand, repeating the same words over and over. I suspect that the language is ancient. It may actually predate the languages of Tamriel. I feel that the memory is connected to the barrier in the Dreaming Cave, and where I hid the heart. My friend, we need to discover the meaning of these words. I hoped you'd say that. I sent Oriandra to my study to review my memory and see if she could translate the ancient words. I even suggested a scholar she could contact, an expert in ancient languages and obscure dialects. Go, check on her progress.
I never thought to lay eyes on this place. In truth, I wasn't even sure it existed.
Not derived from Ayleid. Who's... Oh. Don't you know not to interrupt a sage when she's deep in concentration? I suppose the Rite Master sent you to see how my research was coming along. I've listened to his memory over and over, and I examined every relevant tome I could find. Not yet. The Master of the House of Reveries sent me his work. It relates to a similar language seen in the ruins of Ebon Stadmont, but I only understand a little of it. I wish Lathan was still one of us. He was our language expert. Ancient languages and battle magic, to name just a few. Lathan betrayed us, and I don't trust him, but I've reached a dead end. We need help, and he's the best option I can think of. Take the notes and show them to Lathan. What do we have to lose? I'll let the Rite Master know what I proposed. He may not like it, but he's always telling us to utilize every available resource. I think this qualifies. You'll find Lathan in Valserin's study. See if you can convince him to translate the words. I have no idea, but it's worth a try. I know Lathan and the Rite Master were friends. I don't believe Lathan would purposely try to harm Ichesis. On the other hand, if Lathan thinks that helping us will help his cause, he'll jump at the chance. I suppose it had something to do with his daughter. Eldaway was a beautiful girl, smart, sweet, and full of energy. She brightened the entire island. When she fell ill, Lathan and Valserin grew apart. It was how they dealt with the tragedy. Don't you think we tried? The Rite Master, Valserin, the entire Conclave. But nothing helped. She grew weaker and weaker, and then she was gone. Val threw herself into her work after that. Lathan just grew more distant. Only if you want to guarantee that Lathan refuses to help us. Haven't you seen them since they were reunited? Val wants to kill him and Lathan hates her with a passion. They used to be so in love. Now it breaks my heart to see them like this. I have no idea, but it's worth a try. I know Lathan and the Rite Master were friends. I don't believe Lathan would purposely try to harm Ichesis. On the other hand, if Lathan thinks that helping us will help his cause, he'll jump at the chance. I suppose it had something to do with his daughter. Eldaway was a beautiful girl, smart, sweet, and full of energy. She brightened the entire island.
Interesting. You weren't this attentive when our daughter actually needed you?
Lathan, I need to go check on the night anyway.
Val, wait. Damn it. by the spinner's holy webs. When did I become an insufferable arse? Valcerin didn't deserve that. Ildaway was her daughter too. Why am I talking to you about this? I know it isn't because I like you, because I really don't. Is this some new attempt at interrogation? If so, I'm not familiar with the technique. Very well, I'll play along. Yes, I am a master linguist, specializing in ancient and obscure languages. Why do you ask? Intriguing. I've never seen this dialect before. I can translate it, but I need more to work with. I need to examine the original tablets found at Ebon Stadmont. That will never happen, of course. You do remember I'm a prisoner here, don't you? According to those notes, the writing is carved into a massive stone. I doubt you'd be able to carry it back here. All right, you've piqued my interest. Use this rune when you reach Ebon Stadmont, and I'll be able to see what you see.
Right behind you, partner.
Wherever could that blasted mercenary be?
The rune is working perfectly. It's almost... I can feel the powerful magic that permeates this place. I sense a Daedric influence, but something that's far older than my Prince Vathala. The Maestro's notes said the ancient words were etched into a massive stone. I expect you'll need to travel deeper into the forest to find the exact location. I can't translate the words the Right Master heard until you find that stone. I'm not your tour guide. Just pick a direction and start walking. Wait a moment. The Maestro's notes. There was a passage that might help. Something about crows. Maybe that will be enough to guide you. Refer to the book and use the rune again when you locate the ancient writing.
So, standing around is a problem.
Have you found the inscription? Not yet. The Grand Maestro. Ancient inscription. You found it. Something isn't right. I feel our connection breaking up. It's Nocturnal's Earl.
Now that Lathan's gone, we can talk freely. These words of power, they aren't meant for mortal eyes. As an Earl in the court of Bedlam, believe me when I say that Lathan isn't being totally honest with you. I wish to maintain the balance of power among the Daedric Triad. If Lathan translates this language and passes the secret on to his mistress, Mephala, she'll gain an advantage that could threaten my prince, Nocturnal. Speculate all you want. I'm here to present you with a gift. Nocturnal wants me to provide you with the meaning of the ancient words. It's in all our best interests for the Right Master to remember where he hid the heart of transparent law. The phrase the Right Master remembers, the one that repeats itself over and over. It's a spell to retrieve something hidden. When the time is right, he just needs to repeat the phrase and the heart's hiding place will be revealed. Tell the Right Master, it's a spell of retrieval.
Finally, I've re-established my connection to the rune. Tell me what Nocturnal's Earl said to you. I can't believe Nocturnal's Earl interfered like that. We're supposed to be allies. Why would she want to stop me from reading that ancient inscription? A spell. Interesting. And somehow connected to the Right Master's forgotten hiding place. I wonder why Nocturnal decided to share this information. She isn't usually the most forthcoming of the court's esteemed princes. Right. I told them to interrupt my research before I could unravel an ancient and powerful language. Look, you should come back to Kapora Tower now. The Right Master wants to hear everything my associate shared with you. And frankly, so do I. I just wish I could have spent a few moments studying that inscription.
Oriandra, you should have consulted me beforehand.
She saw an
What is
opportunity
setup?
and she took it.
What are you
like Jesus.
thinking?
Silence, Lathan. Need I put you in chains to remind you of your status here?
I'm sorry, Right Master. We should have asked permission. It won't happen again.
This escapade of yours could have been disastrous. What were you and Oriandra thinking, trusting Lathan to help us translate the ancient language? Now nothing you discovered can be trusted. We're back to square one. I observed what I could through Lathan's connection, but it seems to me that the Court of Bedlam is just trying to confuse us. What do you think? Should we trust Nocturnal's Earl or not? Then we're no better off than we were. Except now we have the Golden Knight. Let's proceed and hope for the best. Perhaps I'll remember more after we use the portal. Go outside and retrieve Darien, then meet me in the Dreaming Cave. No matter whether Nocturnal's Earl spoke truth or lies, we need to recover the heart of transparent law. I'm sure I hid it somewhere beyond the Daedric barrier. Was there anything else before you go and check on Darien?
The Divines were in a good mood when they made this place.
Your wounds, they're just gone.
I've always healed fast, Val. I can call you Val, right? Give me a moment. I'd like to chat with our friend.
Of course. Then go to the Dreaming Cave. The Right Master's ready to begin.
I wanted to thank you again for getting me out of Mephala realm. Wasn't anything like I originally imagined. Oh, and I wanted to let you know that I was able to repair the Dawnbreaker. The sword's power should allow us to breach the barrier. No thanks to the Psijic healers. I thought they were gonna slice me open to try to figure out what makes me... well, me. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I wanted to talk to you. In private. This might sound like a strange question. In fact, depending on how you answer it, it is a strange question. Do you remember me? I'm not talking about here in Summerset. I mean, from someplace else. Oh, that's a relief. Meridia tried to tell me that time worked differently in Oblivion. I got kind of bored halfway through. She said something about ebbs and flows. I'm just glad to be out of the colored rooms now. Wait, I haven't made my heroic sacrifice yet? Everyone's not really sad that I'm gone? But that was the best part! You know what? Never mind. Just hear me out. Meridia sent me here to find you, to help you stop the triad of Daedric princes. To be honest, she never got around to telling me that, and I haven't been able to contact her, which has me a little concerned. I remember she mentioned that I was a vessel, but who knows what that could mean. I guess we breached that barrier. Fixing the Dawnbreaker was surprisingly easy, by the way, especially considering that I had never repaired a Daedric artifact before.
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even set wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember though, our primary goal is to recover the heart of transparent law. The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. I expect we may call upon your fighting skills before all is said and done. Are you ready to proceed? Sir Darien, deal with this barrier, if you feel.
My pleasure.
The way is open. Let's go. I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulate. I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of oblivion. But this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here. The heart is here. I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to remember where I placed the stolen crystal. Take Darien and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many years are finally catching up with me. Be prepared for anything. This is not...
Aren't exactly modest, are they? Not that I'm complaining. Did that bird just talk? You heard that, right?
Pay the crows no mind. Nothing but an annoyance. The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these annoying little creatures. There's nothing to do about it except to keep moving forward until we find the hiding place. I remember carrying the heart of transparent law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating as last time I was here. I don't see any alternative, do you? Perhaps more memories from when I was last here will return as we continue along the path. Clear the way ahead, if you please. What nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember! So desperate he was, he leaped at our...
This is getting stranger and stranger.
The crows. Their words stir the echoes in my mind. I remember fighting the sea sloth's compulsion with every fiber of my being, and I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything, to keep me from giving Keturah the heart. I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then, let's keep going. Clear the path ahead while I try to recall the rest of the memory.
Ready for anything. Path ends here.
I remember this.
Jesus, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal. With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal, where she offered to aid me in my struggle against the sea sloth Keturah. Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea sloth, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even possessing the crystal faded like a distant dream. I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart, then returning here without it in my hands. Since I cast the spell with those ancient words, only I can use it again to unseal the hiding place. My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Head for that, and we'll meet you there. Step cautiously. I remember very...
Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power!
I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. Once I begin the spell, be ready for anything. My friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself.
Your chest, it's glowing.
Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It was the perfect hiding place.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile.
This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, Bright Master.
My wards! Shout! Protect me!
Impressive for a mortal, but the wards won't hold long against
Tell me
our
when to
power.
unleash Dawnbreaker's power!
Stop struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Give the command.
Fight, cases! Just hold on!
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Courage brings victory.
Where do all these Daedra keep coming from? Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Hold still, mortal. And I release.
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
That's it. Give them everything you've got.
Promise me you'll lead me.
Don't even say it, Hykesis! Just keep fighting!
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Tearing me apart! Mephala, stop that! I've got him! Wait, what's the...
Nocturnal! How dare you interfere? Get out of my realm, princess. You are no longer welcome. The heart belongs to me. We made a deal, didn't we, mortal?
Hykesis!
I did what I had to. I hid the heart, even from you. The only way to retrieve it is to kill me.
Very well. I accept those terms.
No!
We need to go, now! Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Right, Master! Damn it! Hang on! I'll get us out of here!
Dawnbreaker will protect us. I hope.
Meridia's vessel. You have no power here.
I'll show you power, you monster!
The sword of light. I'll take that.
My sword! I just fixed that!
The heart is mine, and soon the Crystal Tower will belong to me. I no longer need Mephala or Vile.
Hold on! I'm getting us out of here!
Valsarin? Where's the Right Master?
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No! That's not possible! This doesn't make any sense! What happened to the Right Master? I don't believe it. The Right Master, Hykesis, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart's hidden location. I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? Even to foil the sea slode? That was just foolish. In retrospect, though, I might have done the same. How do we beat the Triad now? Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? Actually, that's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, without the Right Master, what are we supposed to do now? I'm not sure there is another way. With the heart of transparent law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. We'll need to consult a few experts about that. Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sotha Seal returned while you traveled the Dreaming Cave. We need to rally our forces, my friend.